cracking the code on the greatest of all time. This is the GOAT Code. He was born in the shadow of the Alamo in San Antonio, Texas on July 22nd, 1966. Freshman year in high school, his mom wouldn't let him play football, so he joined the marching band and snuck onto the freshman team. When he made varsity as a sophomore, his secret was out. Eventually, he lettered in football, basketball, and track, setting a distance record for the long jump at 24 feet 3 inches. As a senior at Notre Dame, he defined versatility, playing wide receiver, running back, and kick returner. And then, on April 24th, 1988, he became the 6th overall pick in the draft, going to the Los Angeles Raiders. From the Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2015, Mr. Raider, Tim Brown. Tim Brown.
What's going on, man?
Thank you so much
for coming. My pleasure, brother. Good to be here.
All right. I want to start back with the young Tim Brown. Did you have dreams of playing in the NFL, or was that not really front of mind?
No, not at all. I mean, my parents, they literally were all about education. Even when I got ready to go to Notre Dame, I was walking out the door. They said, "Hey, boy, there's no future in football for you. You go up there, get that education, and get on back home." I was like, "Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir." You know, I mean, that was just my mindset, man. And Lou Holtz came in, and that changed the whole deal.
What did Coach Holtz see in you, and what did you see in yourself that made you a Heisman Trophy winner?
Well, you know, what he said to me was, the things you do on the football field, we're not asking you to do. I mean, they're just, you know, coming natural to you. Along with the talent that you have, you should be the best player in the country.
Coach Lou Holtz knew a unique talent when he saw it. Tim Brown became the first wide receiver in NCAA history to win the Heisman. Going into the draft, he obviously had good size for a receiver and exceptional speed. His 40 time at the Combine was the 6th fastest out of more than 200 players. But of all of his physical gifts, his most valuable might have been his vision. Tim was blessed with exceptional 2015 vision that put Brown's visual acuity in the top 1%, not just in the NFL, but for all of humanity. And Brown had an eye-opening rookie season and racked up 2,317 combined yards. As of 2022, that's still the NFL record for most combined yards for a rookie. You're only going to get an education. Now you're at the elite of the elite in the NFL. Does it feel like a dream? Did you feel like I'm in the right place? What was going through your head?
Now, my last year at Notre Dame, I was in the wishbone offense. I was a back in the, in the 3-point stance, so I thought it would take a little time for me to get, the whole receiver thing at NFL. But I felt like returning kicks and punts was my thing. Matter of fact, the first time I touched the ball in the NFL, I scored on a 97-yard kick return.
Look at this kid go. No one is going to catch Brown. Wow. 97-yard touchdown. What speed?
I ended up leading the team in receptions that year, too. I just think, certain things came natural to me, so it ended up being an incredible year for me.
Brown's ability to field balls in flight was due part to a skill scientists call optical acceleration cancellation. In essence, as he tracks a ball, he moves with a series of small accelerations and decelerations, which keep the ball steady in his field of vision, all while relying on peripheral vision to monitor defenders bearing down on him. And exceptional vision like Brown's is a crucial component of agility, which is essentially a three-step process: visual perception and processing, decision-making, and physical reaction. We measured Brown's open field reaction times in as little as 1600ths of a second. That's faster than the blink of an eye. In his career, Brown had 3,320 punt return yards, which as of 2022 is still 6th all time. In addition to his exceptional vision, that's also a testament to his longevity. You have 176 consecutive starts.
That sounds ridiculous.
That's you. That's the stat. That's incredible. So season in, season out, game in, game out, you're looking around and you're saying, we're not winning, but you're giving it your all in practice, every single play. That mental fortitude, do you feel that in terms of unlocking the code to what makes you a GOAT, mental fortitude, persistence brought your durability?
Without a doubt. I mean, because, it's the same in life, and you look at these guys who you may call the GOAT and look at what they're doing off the field. You know what I mean? It's the consistency that you're going to see because that's who you are. I knew these young players when they came in the locker room, when they heard about Tim Brown and his practice habits and this and that, they were going to be watching me. You know what I mean? And so I just think, man, for me, I didn't do it for anybody. I did it for myself, and I think that was the most important thing. I wasn't trying to show out in front of anybody. I was doing this because it was my makeup, and I think because of that, it was easy to go out and just perform every day at practice or in games.
You are a big proponent for being around positive people. Talk about how important it is for that positive energy to feed not only your soul and your success, but everyone.
Yeah, man, look, I mean, negativity is just, oh my goodness, man. It can cause cancer, man. It can just eat you alive. And, to be around positive people who are always thinking about the future, who are always thinking about something good, even when there's bad around you, you can see good in the bad. Negative people, man, it just drives me nuts, man. You just want to, I'm not a karate guy, I just want to get away from me with all that, because, look, life is too short, man. And as long as you have time to make something happen, you got to get it done.
Tim Brown, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
So let's decode the GOAT code for 9-time Pro Bowler Tim Brown. 105 touchdowns and 19,682 all-purpose yards. That's more than 11 miles, and as of 2022, 7th all-time. He's also 7th all-time in both receptions and receiving yards. His versatility was unparalleled. First team All-AFC 6 times, once as a kick returner, once as a punt returner, and 4 times at wide receiver. And 176 consecutive starts is the most of any wide receiver in the history of the NFL. In an era rich with outstanding wide receivers, Tim Brown separated himself from the pack with his elite kick and punt returns. And when you factor in intangibles like vision, agility, and longevity, you get the code that makes Tim Brown a true GOAT. For the GOAT Code, I'm John Brinkus.